Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Irdina Huda binti Zainal Abidin, metric number 1912114, and today I'm going to give you a bit of insight on the 6-decade rivalry between the top 2 burger restaurants in the world. So before we move on, let's talk a bit about the history. So McDonald's actually started as a barbecue joint opened up by two brothers, Richard and Maurice McDonald, and somehow along the way it evolved to become a fast food burger restaurant. And then around 1961, Ray Kroc bought the name McDonald's from the two brothers, and it was Ray Kroc that turned McDonald's into a global success story. And as for Burger King, ironically enough, it was actually founded because Keith Kramer and Matthew Burns were inspired by McDonald's success story and ended up opening their own burger joint, which now we know as Burger King. So the main source of rivalry between McDonald's and Burger King is actually due to the fact that they're both offering quite similar products. We know that both of these restaurants offer a wide variety of meat-based products, and actually the top products of both these restaurants are their beef burgers. So before Burger King came around, McDonald's was doing just fine serving their regular beef burgers and regular cheeseburgers. But when Burger King came out with the Whopper in 1961, they started to monopolize the burger market. This is because the Whopper came with a slightly bigger and heavier patty as opposed to the patty that McDonald's was used to serving. And I would say that it was Burger King that started this war between them, because they campaigned the Whopper by indirectly attacking the regular McDonald's burger, saying that the Whopper was a bigger and better burger than the McDonald's burger.
America speaks its mind on the small hamburger.
Okay, I give up. Where's the meat?
You shouldn't let little things bother you.
Oh, I wonder what it'll be when it grows up.
What is this, a meat strike?
America has spoken. Now Burger King answers with the Whopper. The wall-to-wall hamburger, so big that just one is a whole meal, with pickles and sliced onions, fresh, juicy tomatoes and crisp garden lettuce. The Burger King Whopper. What do you say to that, America?
Now that's a hamburger.
That's a Whopper. Something to be proud of.
Hey, you're all right.
The bigger the burger, the better the burger. The burgers are bigger at Burger King. The bigger the burger, the better the burger. The burgers are bigger at Burger King.
Home of the Whopper.
They campaigned the Whopper, saying that it was a fulfilling meal on its own, and this appealed to the public, which boosted the sales of Burger King in the first few years following the Whopper's introduction. So 6 years later, to counter this Whopper problem, McDonald's came out with the Big Mac. In an attempt to make a bigger burger than their original burger, McDonald's introduced a burger with 2 patties. However, that was not enough to reclaim their market. So 4 years after the Big Mac, McDonald's came out with their own Quarter Pounder burger, the Quarter Pounder. The Quarter Pounder is basically a copycat of the Whopper. However, in 1983, McDonald's reclaimed the burger market by introducing their Chicken McNuggets. The Chicken McNuggets was the first attempt by McDonald's to incorporate white meat into the menu, and it worked off really well for them, because within a few months after the introduction of Chicken McNuggets, McDonald's became the second biggest chicken retailer on the planet, right behind KFC. And then 2 years later, to address the absence of a chicken-based product in their menu, Burger King in 1985 released their Burger King Chicken Tenders. So we can see from these products that these two restaurants are major contenders of each other. Now let's talk about the promotion of these two restaurants. I'm going to show you a couple of ads that I'm pretty sure are self-explanatory to demonstrate how competitive the US market really is. So let's take a look.
Never seen the sky so blue. The birds are singing, I got nothing to do. Hey, 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 it's just a sunny day. Ain't no clouds up in the sky. I'll dream them up and watch my daydreams go by. Hey, 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 it's just a sunny day. Ain't got time to worry, the sun is gonna shine all day. I'm not gonna
So I hope that explains to you how intense the rivalry competition in the US market really is. And these kinds of advertisements can only be done by huge companies like McDonald's or Burger King, because in order for you to attack your rivalry face to face, you should be able to have enough funding to answer back to any counterattacks that your rival company makes. But however, in Malaysia, these types of blunt advertisements are prohibited by the law, because we're well aware that Malaysians are known to be sopan santun as compared to the US. You can go head to head if you want in Malaysia, but you can't be putting the brand name. You can only put XYZ or ABC, and this is actually what makes Malaysian advertisements less interesting than what you can find in the US. So if you look in terms of price, Burger King products are offered at a higher price, a slightly higher price. This is because they claim their flame grilled burgers to be healthier than other burgers in an attempt to position themselves away from McDonald's. But if you do further digging, you can actually find that in most cases, the amount of calories that Burger King offers are quite similar to what McDonald's offers, and in some cases they're actually higher than McDonald's burgers. So upon further analysis, even though these two restaurants go head to head in their products, promotions and prices, they're actually targeting different groups of people. You can see that McDonald's mostly target families with young kids and students, while Burger King appeal more to young adults. This is evident by looking at the high quality toys that McDonald's provide in their Happy Meals, partnering up with famous toy companies like Hasbro and Mattel, and organizing birthday parties for schools and families. And Burger King appeals to young adults by positioning their market as serving high quality and great tasting burgers. And in Malaysia, they're actually one of the earliest companies to come out with online coupons that attract mostly young adults that are on social media all the time. So that's all from me. I hope that this is something new to you and that you gain some input from my video.